What's up, guys? It's Bias Sports with another bias take. And today we're talking about Caleb Williams, aka the worst generational quarterback draft pick in NFL history. So I know before the draft, all we heard was that Caleb Williams was so generational. Caleb Williams was the best quarterback that we've seen since Andrew Luck, and that his only comparison was Patrick Mahomes. The way he evaded, the way he escaped, he was Patrick Mahomes-esque, and that's who he was going to be. And he even texted the punter and told the punter, hey, don't worry about punting this year. You're not even going to punt that much because we're going to score so much. And even y'all guys remember this? His dad was trying to get part ownership of the Bears. All this for a quarterback who didn't win a whole lot of games at USC, didn't win a whole lot of games in college. He had one good college year, then the other years he struggled and also got injured. So it was just craziness to hear that they kept saying, this guy is generational, this guy is generational. Last night he did the same thing he's done every night. Not score points. Not score points. Missed throws. He missed so many wide open throws last night. So many wide open throws. He every time he's back there, he thinks he's in college again. He's back there running around, scrambling for no reason. He's just scrambling around always. Like when you watch him, he's holding the ball too long, and then he thinks he can play hero ball and scramble around. And they're like, oh, Caleb Williams he never gives up on a play. He gives so much effort. No, he should give up on those plays. Throw that ball out of bounds or get rid of the ball. Throw it to a receiver instead of just holding the ball. Or every time a little bit of the line breaks down, you want to try to scramble and do this miraculous scramble drill. Well, guess what, Caleb Williams? In the NFL, you're not fast. You're not elusive. You don't run past anyone. In college, you might have, but in the NFL, you aren't. They're chasing you down. You've gotten sacked the most times because you're trying to be back there like you're Michael Vick, like you're Jaden Daniels, and be elusive. But you're not. You're not beating these guys to the angles. You're not running 7 yards back behind the play, and then you're going to scramble out of that and get away from three guys and throw it down the field. That's not happening this year. That's not happening in the NFL. It's really troubling that the media went out of their way. ESPN, all the analysts, Mel Kiper, Kirk Herbstreit, Todd McShay, all the media was saying how this guy is so generational. This guy is amazing. All we heard was that he was next. He was Patrick Mahomes. But the troubling thing is, did they watch the film? Did they watch that he never faced the SEC defense? Did they watch that he was inaccurate? Did they watch that he lost to Tulane in a bowl game at USC? That he won 8 games with the talented USC roster? I guess they missed those parts. That he held the ball too long, and that his magician skills were not magician skills. They're a detriment to your team when you're back there running around when you need to get rid of the ball. He had a couple big misses tonight where it needed to be a quick read and get the ball out because the defense is bringing a blitz, and he doesn't either he doesn't read that they're bringing a blitz, he misreads the defense, or he just doesn't get the ball out on time because he's back there holding the ball. And you would think with the line as bad as the Bears, you wouldn't want to hold the ball. You would want to get it out quick. But instead, Caleb Williams has through his mind, he can do it all. And he's going to be able to, hold the ball and then scramble around. It's not working. And I don't feel bad for him because all that we heard, he was talking like he was so amazing. And I didn't see it on film. I don't know what these ESPN analysts and these ESPN or these sports stars that talk, they don't watch the film. Because if they watch the film, you didn't see that good of a quarterback. You saw potential. That's all they draft on now, potential. But you didn't see a bunch of good quarterback film. Like Jaden Daniels had a lot of good quarterback film in a lot of years. So did Bo Nix. He had a lot of good quarterback film in a lot of years. where you can see, okay, this is how he is as a quarterback. That wasn't the case with Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams never played top tier talent, you know? He got to play easier schedules. He got to never play an SEC team. It's just crazy. You can be the number one pick in generational without playing one SEC team in your career. But I just don't see it. Every time I watch the Bears play, the offense is stagnant. The guys, led by DJ Moore, of course, they don't want to play for him. DJ Moore said a long time ago, we need Justin Fields. They should have drafted Justin Fields. Should have kept Justin Fields, drafted 2 offensive linemen. Because they can't block. Imagine how good the team would have been. But, guys like that, DJ Moore, he's fed up with the organization, fed up that they got rid of Fields for a guy that behind a bad line that's less athletic than Fields and had less success in college than Fields. Makes no sense. So a lot of the guys on the team, they look uninterested in following Caleb Williams as a leader, and they don't look too interested. They don't look like they're his friends, It doesn't look like a whole lot of chemistry's going on when they did have some chemistry, already with Fields. But the Bears had to get this generational pick, and they just were so, oh, man, they can't pass up on it because of what everybody says. Instead of building a team, and the NFL teams win. The best quarterback ever was a 6th-round pick that threw the ball away and threw checkdowns and didn't have turnovers. Caleb Williams trying to play hero ball, and it's never going to work. It's never going to work. And he can barely score. I know the coaches were bad. Everything was bad. And that's the excuse. The coaches, the GM, everyone else. But the main problem is Caleb Williams. Because last year, when they had Fields as the quarterback, they had a better record with the worst roster and a worse offensive line and the same coaches. So now with Justin Fields in, it's gotten worse, and it's because of him. I hate to say it. And we know that he is not a humble quarterback, so is he going to study hard this offseason? Is he going to watch the film needed, make the adjustments, throw the checkdowns, have a pride to throw the checkdowns and not try to play backyard football and be Patrick Mahomes when you're not Patrick Mahomes? We'll see, but I doubt it. I still think the Bears made a huge mistake this year by drafting him and falling for the hype and not watching the film. Clearly, there was 2 better prospects, Bo Nix and Jaden McDaniels, and clearly they didn't watch the film or something happened. But this is going to be like another Mitch Trubisky situation where you didn't get Deshaun, you didn't get Patty, and you got Mitch Trubisky? It looks like it. It looks like it. History's repeating ourselves. But the Caleb Williams hype was much crazier than Mitch Trubisky. And I'll never forget how they kept saying how generational he was. Maybe he'll turn it around like Peyton Manning did. But the difference with Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning came on a horrible team that was already bad. This Bears team was 1 game away from the playoffs last year and was a good team and got better and added more talent. So people had high expectations. And I think if they just had a normal quarterback in there, they would probably have made the playoffs or gotten a lot closer. If you substitute a Caleb Williams for another number 1 pick that got given up on, like a Baker Mayfield, or look at a Sam Darnold, you can win. And those quarterbacks are cheap. But instead, these NFL teams get tricked on potential, and they see these college guys putting up these stats and doing these highlight plays, and they want to bring them in and lose instead of bring in a veteran for cheap that can win you games now. So, yeah, I'm just fed up with hearing the excuses for Caleb Williams, and I heard all that hype, and I never believed it. I watched the film in college, and he's proven me right that he just doesn't have it, and he has a talented team around him. The problem isn't the team, it's him. All right, this is Bias Sports with another Bias Take. Thank you, I'm out.